Oh, my name is Tom Chen. I teach biology at Santa Monica College, a typical community college with a highly diverse student population of first-gen immigrants and the students of color. This is a potential gold mine of a huge pool of untapped talents. We all know the importance of role models in shaping a student's future, especially during their formative years. But historically, it has been difficult to find inspiring biologists that they can relate to, featured in traditional textbooks and learning materials provided today. So we want to shift this paradigm. Please join me at the Stanford EPIC Symposium. I will share with you how I engage my students in this project-based learning. Together, we are building a database celebrating stories of cross-cultural unsung heroes in biology. My long-term goal is to create an open access website so that both students and educators around the world can contribute to this collection. Thank you, and hope to see you there.
Psychology is weird, or perhaps it is more accurate to say that most psychological research looks at weird populations, that is, populations from Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic countries such as the United States or Germany. And yet, despite comprising only about 12% of the world's population, these countries nevertheless account for 96% of participants used in psychological research. In other words, most of what we consider to be human nature has come from studying a very small, specific, and culturally homogeneous population. With all this in mind, I have created a psychology course package for my EPIC Fellowship, which guides students through typical introductory concepts in a way that emphasizes the psychological variety, diversity, and differences found within the human species, as well as explores new and emerging psychological phenomena that transcend borders and have the potential to affect us all. So join me at the 2023 EPIC Symposium in going beyond weird.
As community college educators, we talk of preparing our students for the real world. But what does this actually mean? What are the 21st century skills our students need for success in their academics, their professions, and their personal lives? I'm Dayamudra Dennehy, online ESL educator at City College of San Francisco. My EPIC project is a Canvas-based curriculum with 3 aspects. First, skills for the 21st century as identified by the World Economic Forum. Second, storytelling to showcase our skills and talents. Third, wellness, integrating physical, mental, and emotional wellness into our learning experience. The curriculum is a living document which will evolve as other educators use and adapt it. Please join me on May 20th at the Stanford EPIC Symposium to learn more.
I'm sure many of us experience a desire to tune out, given the seemingly endless ongoing catastrophes occurring across the globe. However, such defeatism is what my course in global citizenship intends to counteract. The course will guide students through a self-reflective journey of discovery that focuses on the interconnectedness of our world, while exploring economic inequality, environmental destruction, social-political conflict, and gender inequities. Further, through my podcast, a lecture series, and screening of environmental documentaries, and applying the practice of systems thinking, appreciative inquiry, and asset mapping, students will learn to see global problems and conflicts as opportunities for positive transformation. Please join me on May 5th during the EPIC Symposium for my talk entitled Expanded Boundary of Care, Global Citizenship in the Modern World.
How do you provide electricity to rural families in Kurdistan? What can you do to support mental health of teenagers and young adults in your community? Given the tools and space, your students can develop innovative solutions to problems locally and globally. My colleague, Elisa Queenan, and I have created a virtual exchange course between our community college students in California's Central Valley and university women in Kurdish Iraq. During the course, students engage in entrepreneurship and engineering to develop agency and confidence to address problems in their own communities. Underneath all the curriculum is a cultural exchange that enhances empathy and global competency. Join us on May 20th for an exploration of our curriculum that trains students to be agents for change.
Consider these questions. How do you go about finding, evaluating, and using information? Have you ever found yourself believing a piece of misinformation? Or how about this? Do you know how to use Wikipedia for your academic research? Navigating these and other research questions takes good information literacy skills, which are not only essential to be a good scholar, but also a good global citizen. In my session, I will explain how I have created information literacy modules that can be used in anyone's online Canvas class. As information literacy can be weaved into virtually any curricular area, so can a more globalized curriculum, and this project brings the two naturally together. These modules can be used as a whole or broken up into parts, depending on the needs of the faculty member. They will also be available to any instructor that has access to the Canvas Commons, where modules can be downloaded and used for free. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my session, where I will reveal my information literacy modules, their global tie-ins, and my plans for their future.
Food sustains and connects us. Humans center food in celebrations, traditions, and rites of passage. The United States food system embraces the global nature of food. It prides itself on efficiently providing nutrition to the masses. Albeit diverse, many who have and continue to contribute to the abundance of food are not represented in the story told about the food system. I'm Michelle McFarland. My EPIC project, Decolonizing the U.S. Food System, culminates in a lower division course which shares the story of food production with an inclusive global lens. Those who are silenced in the traditional narrative are acknowledged in this course. It begins with the transatlantic slave trade upon which the U.S. food system was built and continues to modern labor exploitation that supports food production today. It celebrates species domesticated elsewhere, introduced and embraced by the food system. It explores food justice and restorative agriculture practices. Please join me to learn more at the upcoming EPIC Symposium.
Why is it that some people are prone to impulse buying while others struggle to treat themselves to something nice even if they can afford it? Why is it that some people prioritize budgeting while others constantly live above their means? Money is an integral part of our daily lives, and it plays a significant role in the kind of life that we will live, yet we rarely take the time to understand the why behind how we manage it. Although we may not realize it, our financial habits and behaviors are strongly influenced by things like culture, ethnicity, immigration, or even religion. My EPIC project is a course package that adds a global perspective to personal finance curriculum. Students will be challenged to look beyond their borders to gain a deeper understanding of the global influences behind their financial habits and behaviors. The course will empower and equip students with the knowledge and tools to make more informed decisions about their finances, to break generational habits and patterns, and to develop an understanding about the influences of others, ultimately making them more global citizens. Hope you can join us for the EPIC Symposium.
As teachers, our classes are often well-scripted, well-planned events led by us. But imagine walking into the unknown, into the unscripted, into a cultural immersion where you may not know and you may even be uncomfortable. A scenario where students, your students, partnered with students in other parts of the world, work to lead an experiential learning, human-centered design process that is meant to create tangible solutions to real-world problems, a scenario where students take agency over their learning. That's a virtual exchange. Join us, me and my partner, Beth Flynn, as we walk you through how to set up a virtual exchange and some of our adventures along the way. Look forward to seeing you there.
As the world reels from Putin's invasion of Ukraine, did you know that Russia is as close to Alaska as San Francisco is to San Jose? And did you know that the melting sea ice is drawing our militaries ever closer? Well, welcome to the Bering Sea. To help students understand how climate chaos affects military buildup, we examine the sweep of history from the First Nation peoples crossing the Bering Land Bridge to discover the New World, to the New World Order enunciated by Putin and Xi of China. Politics and climate change affect the psychology of trauma, as experienced by co-author Delbert Plangawi, whose Siberian Yupik clan fear their food and personal security are threatened by ships that could run over whales or ships that could cross borders, threatening both their future and ours. Join me, Mark Brazon, Laney College geographer, to explore breaking up in the Bering Sea.
Is the college essay obsolete? And who is left out of the conversation when we only assign reading and writing? We're living in a time when culture seems to be moving faster than ever. Over the next few years, ChatGPT will not only impact the field of education, but will reshape labor markets as well. How can we combat this? Hi, I'm Allison Tripp, an anthropology professor at Chaffey College, and I believe I have one possible solution. All over the world, storytelling is an important way to pass on historical and cultural information. It can help to humanize a topic and create dynamic student-centered engagement. I've curated global oral histories to help others see the world in a new light. I've also created discussion content and assignments that can be integrated into the classroom. If you're interested in hearing more, I hope that you'll attend my presentation.